were playing in the sand, and you found a little band. You told me you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I planned. When you had to bid adieu, said you'd never love anew. I wondered if I could hold it and fall in love with it too. You told me to buy a pony, but all I wanted was you. Found a little band. You told me you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I planned. When you had to bid adieu, said you'd never love anew. I wondered if I could hold it and fall in love with it too. You told me to buy a pony, but all I wanted was you.
This is Isabella. She's 10. Something terrible has happened to her recently. A few months ago, she got ran over 3 times. She got seriously injured and hurt. Both her legs were broken and her arms. She was nearly dead. She almost died in the hospital, but the doctors did a good job. But she was traumatized and got episodes after she recovered. And these weren't just small episodes like nightmares. They were intense. They were about murders and violence, for example. One of them was that her friend was possessed to snap her neck in front of the whole town and jump off a bridge. These dreams scared her to death. She was scared and confused on why these episodes were so intense and disturbing. Was her accident really that traumatic to her? The night before she returned to school, she had an episode again, but this one felt different. This one felt more realistic and scary than the others.
Isabella, help!
Melody, I'm coming, stay where you are.
It's coming closer, help!
She screams.
OMG, no, Melody. Melody, no!
She screams while crying. She woke up immediately and started crying as she ran to her mother's room. That morning when she went to school, they had a ceremony for Melody's death. The whole school gathered in the PE hall. This shocked Isabella to the core. Her best friend was dead. She just stood there in her place, not knowing what to do. The teacher turned on the projector and the news came on.
10-year-old girl named Melody found dead in the forest. The police believe that she had been aggressively killed by an animal, most likely a bear. But they have no clues or evidence that it was a bear, because the footsteps of the animal wasn't really animal-like.
So much was going on. Was it a bear or not? And did Isabella's dream about her best friend dying come true? After my mother passed away, my dad got a new girlfriend. She was gorgeous and always took care of me. One day, she gave me a pink ribbon and tied it around my neck. I had worn this ribbon for as long as I can remember, at school, at home, at the beach, and I never questioned why, until one night my father went out for drinks, and I was left alone with his girlfriend. So I asked her, why do I have to wear this ribbon? Her facial expression changed.
You're not gonna take it off, are you?
I ran away to my bedroom, slowly untied the ribbon, and my head fell off.
I was a dancer who loved to dance. I used to dance at people's events to earn some money. People used to pay me big bags of money because they thought my dancing was amazing. I would always finish off with a curtsy. One night before bed, I got a phone call from a lady asking me to dance at her event at her house. Of course, I accepted this offer as it is my job. I was super excited, so I had to get my outfit and my jewelry ready for tomorrow. It was the night of the event and I was on my way to the lady's house to dance. I arrived to the house. I was quite surprised that there were no cars parked near the house, but then I noticed that all the lights are on, so I didn't think much of it. A lady came to open the door to me. She was wearing a full black dress with a black veil on her head. I also noticed she had a scar on her face, but I didn't think much of it. She did not even greet me. She just simply told me to come in. I followed her inside. I walked inside, but I already felt something strange as I walked in. All the guests were already sitting inside, and shockingly, all the guests were wearing black. I didn't think much of it because my only job was to dance and then leave. I finished my performance, however, it didn't end how I expected it to end. No one clapped. Everyone was just in the same position looking at me. It felt like they were staring into my soul. Suddenly, the lights turned off by itself. I got a bit scared, so I went to turn the lights on again, as I am afraid of the dark. I felt better when the lights came back on. I then turned around, and I could not believe what I saw. There was no one in the room. It was like everyone just disappeared. There was a bag of money left there. I assumed it was my payment, so I took it and went home, as I was already scared. The next morning, there was a knock on my door. I went to see who it was. No one was there. However, a little note was left outside my door. I got very suspicious, so I ran back inside with the note. I read the note. In the note it said, "You must seek help immediately. The place you danced at last night was an abandoned house with jinns and evil spirits in there disguised as humans to trick people. Get help now." I couldn't believe it. I was dancing in a room full of evil spirits. I am so shocked and scared for what will happen next.
Ever since I was born, I have been seeing this pink ribbon everywhere. My mom used to buy one for me and put it on me when I was little because she thought it looked cute, and I agree. But lately, this bow has only been popping up in bad situations or when something bad is about to happen. I've been realizing that maybe this bow is a curse. See, for example, this one time I was out on a walk when I saw this exact same pink ribbon in a bush. I thought it was cute that someone else also had a pink ribbon like mine at home. But then, a second later, I hear someone scream. A terrifying scream. I look around and see a masked man running with a bloody knife. I froze and didn't know what to do. The next day, it was on the news. A teenage girl had been stabbed by a man late at night. I was scared and terrified. Another situation was when I was at school arguing with a classmate, when I saw a girl with the exact same pink ribbon in her hair walk by. 1 second later, my classmate that I was arguing with fell to the floor and started to get a seizure. I've told my mom about this suspicion of the pink ribbon, but she then gave me this weird smile, and her pupils became very big.
And Mom?
Oh, sorry, love. What did you say?
Oh, nothing.
After that, I thought that I might be crazy and delusional, so I got it off my mind and moved on from it. I should have never have done that, because one night, as I was getting ready for bed, I saw the pink ribbon lying on my dresser. It was just there, as if it had been waiting for me. I decided to hide it in a drawer, out of sight. Maybe that would help me forget about it. But the next morning, the ribbon was back on my dresser. I started to get even more paranoid. Everywhere I went, I saw pink ribbons. This time, it was everywhere, on people's bags, in shop windows, even on TV commercials. It was as if the ribbon was haunting me. I decided to investigate. I went to the local library and started looking for any references to pink ribbons and curses. I found an old book about local legends and superstitions. One of the legends talked about a cursed ribbon that brings misfortune to those who possess it. The description matched my ribbon perfectly. I took the book home and showed it to my mom. Her reaction was strange.
Mom, look at this. It talks about a cursed ribbon. I think it's the same one.
Oh, darling, you worry too much. It's just a story.
I couldn't shake off the feeling that she knew more than she was letting on. A few nights later, I had a vivid dream. In the dream, I saw my mom tying the pink ribbon around my wrist when I was a baby. She was whispering something in an unfamiliar language. I woke up in a cold sweat. The next day, I confronted her.
Mom, what is this ribbon? Why did you give it to me?
All right, it's time you know the truth. The ribbon was given to me by my grandmother. It's been passed down in our family for generations. It's meant to protect us, but it comes with a price.
A price? Mom, what kind of price?